Hey, what's going on, guys? So this is my opinion on what I think you guys should all be preparing for the financial collapse and all those things, and just some ideas on what we should be preparing for, in my opinion, because this is going to be an interesting transformation over the next five years, mainly, maybe longer, maybe less. Either way, the world is in an interesting path right now. So the more preparation you can do, the better, because, and where I'm going with this is self-sustained kind of mentality. So home-based businesses are obviously, ways of making money at home are a good thing to surround your mind with right now. Thinking of ways that you can create money at home and build businesses from whether you have land or wherever you are, but also thinking in terms of self-sustainment, using the land that you're currently occupying to create your own food. Because, I hate to say it, but if this is a financial collapse, which it appears to be, and a great recession, depression, and an abolishment of the system and all of the things that we've been raised upon, the world's going to be intense and hard to live in, and actually we're going to have food shortages and everything over the next couple of years, depending on. So it'd be good to get prepared now in order to be prepared for in the next couple of years when the world has drastically changed. And at the worst, if it doesn't drastically change, which there's a good likeliness that it will, then you're prepared and you're ready, and you've also secured your food. And what I'm doing here to start off really slowly, I'm not focusing on this. I'm making it a hobby. So I'm starting a hobby farm again. And I'm actually going to do this in a fun way where I can teach my son about the values of where our food comes from and how to take care of our animals and do those things that take care of us to ultimately feed our body with the proper fuel so we can become the best versions of ourselves, awaken the aesthetic version of ourselves. So so what I'm doing, I'm just starting over the next couple weeks, and I'm going to start just with like 8 eggs a day, 8 chickens. So I'm going to just start with some chicken, start with some poultry, and just start doing that. This is just for fun and to prepare for the financial collapse, because as money gets taken, the only thing that really comes to mind when you lose your money and your jobs and all that is food, right? And your basic power and water. So right now I have water here. So another thing that I'll be doing next month is I'm just gonna do a little off-grid system for solar, just to have enough power. So I'm doing this again out of joy. This is something that I wanted to do years ago, and I actually didn't. And the reason I didn't is because I actually didn't really believe in the conspiracy theories and all the things that I learned about over the years. I believed them, but I didn't think that none of it was really going to happen or be true. And 8 years later, even 10 years, here we are, and all the things that have been talked about, prophesized, and predicted are in the upcoming events and what's going on right now in 2020. So I'm bringing that part of me back, and I'm going to be sharing a lot of the things that I do and how I take care of everything, my animals, my life, how I do all this stuff, so that you guys can learn and implement maybe these things for yourself and protect your future, protect your health, for your family, your loved ones, and also to be able to have amazing healthy food right off your own land. And if you own land or whichever, you have so much freedom right there. So it's all about implementing and doing these things that can ultimately create a new earth, because where we're going as well with the earth in the world is this kind of business model, this kind of model of living. Start thinking of terms of your own sustainment and not so much society in the world, the world's ideas of jobs. So the goal behind this is I'm building a great campground and I'm building income in the system, but I'm having a reserve built and set up so that if that system collapses, it's not going to affect the amount of food that I have and the quality of living that I have with my son and my family here. It will only impact the digital and the legal, the bullshit artificial side of ourselves, and it won't affect the natural side of my life and our lives, so we can continue to thrive. But yeah, I'm going to be documenting a lot of this cool stuff, but also I'm going to be making a lot of more videos and content. So, and yeah, guys, have a beautiful day. Thanks for watching. I'm just sharing what I know and what I'm doing so that we can all grow stronger and get through this reset and this recession, depression together, and not sit and not take action, because I believe right now is a perfect opportunity to take action and move forward and not get stuck on what's going on with the virus and all that bullshit, because we don't know if that's true. We don't know, right? And it just seems like an ordinary flu. It seems like it is only an act and a distraction to get what they ultimately want, which is a financial collapse, more control over humanity, more control over businesses, shutting down businesses. Even my online businesses have been impacted because of all this stuff, not just on traffic and people, but because of what they're doing on the back end and who runs these corporations who are disgusting. So doing this kind of stuff, getting back on the land, is how we, and speaking on YouTube, is how the people regain the power and get it away from the elite and the problems and the top, the cabal, and how we can actually promote and convert the way where the world's going into the direction that we want it to go. And on the other side, I firmly believe that self-sustained, happy living on the land, bringing nature back in, that is what's going to thrive and be higher value over the next 5-10 years, and it's going to be super important for our longevity and health because of where the world seems to be going. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a beautiful day. Just going for a walk now with my boy, my cats, my dog. Thanks. Cheers.